for that. I don't think his deck is nearly consistent enough. And if somebody endures its early game, he's screwed. But it did handle my deck very well. And then I lost to A1 Wraith of Croft, in a match that was pretty one-sided, I gotta admit. Alright, so let's play around a little bit. Step 1, get rid of all these Tempest cards. 1, 2, 3. One, two. 1, 2, 3. Because there aren't that many. Now let's go look at Gauntlets of Solgrim. Gauntlets. 1, 2. Just 2. Batterbot. Because I've always really wanted to use him in a deck, but I've always talked myself out of it. And Pummel Pack, because why not? Oh wow, I only have 2 of these things. Oh, that's fine. It also lets me put in a Aeronaut. Actually, I'm going to put in 3 of these guys. Because I need to take something out. I really don't think Tremorsaur is going to cut it here. So let's go Dino AT 6.0 version 1. Save. This is probably a terrible, terrible, terrible deck idea. And will not work, but I'm going to try it. Yeah, J. Roy. It's kind of what I was thinking. Dino AT. I don't even believe in playtesting. I just jump right into the constructed queue. Of course, I have 8 million silver, so I can afford to jump right into the constructed queue. If you don't believe me, I need to go and do some multi-forging. Watch text scroll on my screen. Hooray! Such an interesting thing to watch. By the way, welcome to Arzakon and Chrono 2, Jelly Paladin, J. Roy, 7, Mithril King, Pillapalamakin, Spam 325, TME 321, and Vancouver. I don't know how one Vancouver's somebody, but he has apparently been Vancouvered. Wow, this is taking longer than I thought it was going to. Not much. I took my AT Dino deck that's been modified with 6.0 cards into Constructed Queue, went 2 and 2. Got my butt handed to me by Wraith of Croft, A1, running a set 5 deck. Didn't see a single set 6 card with Leyline Sentries, Cacklebones, and Arbiters. Really, it was all hate cards. Just a bunch of hate cards. Duskmaw, Arbiter, Justicar, Leyline Sentry. And my Dino deck didn't fare very well against it. Oh, hey, I'm still waiting for my constructed. And I'm now at 8.8 million. Yeah, I wasn't super impressed with my AT Dark Forge deck. I need to get back into doing some ladder play and try Unlegendary Ladder with the AT Dark Forge deck. I think that's where it will really shine. It has some games that are tons and tons of fun where you level up basically everything you have, but it doesn't have a lot of answers. So you're playing for the late game, but it dies very early in the mid game. If not, most of the games I lost were decided in player level 1. Shadowsmith is awesome, and when you combine it with The Splicer, particularly, you can level up so many cards. It's just, it gets overrun very easily. Like I said, I think it will play a lot better. Welcome, Cocapeto. Cocapeto? Cocapeto? Waiting for a constructed match. Still waiting with this deck that is probably going to do absolutely horrifically badly. But we will see. So, in this case, I'll go over what I put in the deck. I've got my core Dino deck. Mastodon, Pterodon Rex, Roaming Warclaw, Shardplate Behemoth, Brawn, and Thundersaur, and Ridgeback. So, that's all dinos in my deck. I added Batterbots, and then 2 armor cards, Gauntlets of Solgrim and Pummel Pack, and Nexus Aeronaut. I can understand that, okay. Kake? Paquette? Cockatapeto? Pito? I'm just going to call you Bob. Alright, up against the Irish Banff. We'll open up with the Ridgeback. I wanted to open up with the Batterbot, and I really thought about it just to make him go, what the heck are you doing? But no, I want to play the card that I think is stronger. Mastodon and Gauntlets of Solgrim doesn't seem like a bad play here. Maybe double Gauntlets, that would be kind of crazy, but maybe. Gauntlets is such a strong card to level. I don't know that this deck is going to really be able to make effective use of it. But we will see. I put my opponent, I didn't look at his deck, but he's probably on Necrium. Most of the time, at this point, anybody playing Soulbound cards is going to be Necrium with Duskmaw. Possibly Relic Hunter, but that's about it. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Vancouver. I'm definitely happy that it helped. That's why I put out a lot of these videos on YouTube, is in a lot of cases for entertainment, but somebody that's new to the game can learn a lot by trying to listen to drafting strategy and understand what's going on. And I occasionally try to do slower drafts. This is, when I cut this up for YouTube, will hopefully be more of a constructed Dino guide. This particular incarnation is more off the wall. -4, -4. That's bad. What the heck are you doing? We will drop Roaming Warclaw and Mastodon and forget about Gauntlets of Solgrim. Oh yeah, the good game, by the way. The double 10-10 Dire Hounds. I started out thinking that you were on a Necrium Revival deck. The only reason that I could see to play double Dire Hound like that most of the time would be if you're looking to start up Immortal Echoes chain or a Varna chain and just rain Dire Hounds from the sky. But it worked out pretty well for you the way it went, unfortunately for me. Immortal Echoes, you're going to bring back Brawn. Well, that means I'm definitely playing Mastodon here. Question is, do I drop Brawn on top of the Raptor to take out the Behemoth? I think so, because with Brawn plus Mastodon, it doesn't live. Oh well. I thought it would survive this combat. It doesn't. I didn't do my addition correctly. Thus far, I don't think I've played a single one of my Alloying cards. Nope. So I'm mostly playing a Mono U Dino deck so far. Yeah, I had a very, very tough time answering your double 10-10s. If I had been able to answer them, it would have probably gone the other way. Because that was 4 cards you didn't have leveled, and I would have been able to dominate level 2. But even with so few level 2s played, you still managed to get so few level 2s earned or leveled or whatever you want to call it. You still managed to draw 1 or 2 and just murder me in level 2. And what do you get back? A Dire Hound, of course. We will go double Rex. Don't give him Dire Hounds in the dead pile. The fewer Dire Hounds I let him have, the better. This may actually just be another double Rex play. Two, and going to be in a world of hurt. I'm not going to go double Rex. I'm going to go single Rex, and next is Aeronaut. This gives me an out if I can get gauntlets, which I did not. This was a terrible deck idea. Who let me build this again? I don't know what I was thinking. Oh yeah, I thought, hey, Pummel Pack and Armor seems to be doing great. I know, we'll just throw that into Dinos. Yeah, that was a bad idea. Of course, Mastodon. Yeah, I'm definitely sliding that over to... I know that trades off now rather than surviving, but what can you do? Battle. Drop Aeronaut. Pummel Pack him. Why Aeronaut over Thundersoar? Because Aeronaut opened up a possible way to clear the Thundersoar over here, if it had grown some, which it did, by moving over and buffing my guy. If I hadn't had Aeronaut and had Thundersoar on the board, Thundersoar likely would be dead now. And come on. Well, what can you do? I think this is a lost match. I tried to get too clever. Definitely tried to get too clever with this one. Oh well, we'll see how it goes the rest of the way. That kills off my Dino Knights. What's his second play? If he doesn't double, of course. So that I pretty much die to any brawn? Makes perfect sense to me. I'll throw Roaming Warclaw here and here. I have to count on him not drawing a brawn. If he draws brawn here, I think I just die. I can kill it, but not before it does significant damage to me. Dropping a 12-12, 14-14 on me is pretty lethal. And yeah, that's game. Good game, Irish Bamf. Yeah, Aloyan Dinos was not a smart play. Not a smart play at all. Having, like I said, I generally play test my decks in constructed queue because 9 million silver, but that sometimes comes back to haunt me because right now I'm going, yes, it was a clever idea. No, it is not going to work in execution. I might win some games, but I'm better served with a more traditional UT or UN Dino deck. Maybe somebody else can make this work, but I don't think it's going to be me. I don't see how I can really tweak this to improve it. Aegis Knight? No, Relic Hunter. Lots and lots of armor. And tendrils, of course. Let's go Aeronaut, so we clear the Sentinel, and Mastodon, so my guy lives. Yeah, that's right, Hurricane Ditka. AT Dino. What you gonna do about it? Maybe I should throw... AT Dino might not be as bad as I'm thinking. I might definitely play it wrong, but there's a potential here that I hadn't quite thought through. Let's go ahead and throw... What other level? I think I'd rather level... Yeah, the Thunder Sword. Mastodon? No, Thunder Sword. Thanks to the Aeronaut bonus, that will get through for damage. So we'll get the heal off, etc., etc. In turn. Keep the center lane occupied here. Yes, that is a triple. Yeah, Koke, I may tinker with this one a little bit before giving up on it. Okay, he's got to give it more armor if it's going to survive the Dino Knight. Nope, well, that works too. Now I don't have the Shatter Bolts that I needed. Throw Rex over here. Why did I throw Rex over there? Gosh, that was dumb. So dumb. Also, so dead. That was just dumb. I just threw away a play. Rex here makes a ton more sense than Rex here. That was a horrible misplay. I can see. Oh, Roy is going to issue me a challenge. I'm going to go up against you with my AT Dino decks. Yeah, I don't know, Roy. That could have worked, but playing the Rex there was just dumb. Probably should have tinkered this one before I accepted the challenge, but we'll see how it goes. Going second, I'm probably going to double Rex. Double Rex seems pretty good for this deck. Mr. Roy is not on any Soulbound cards, so I don't have to worry about Duskmaw, which I still find to be one of the most annoying cards ever. Rex, I'm going to throw Mastodon to take care of the Shadowsmith. He's going to get probably 3 more levels out of it, which is going to be bad, but not much I can do about it right now. That's 1 more card leveled. And it is another Shadow Mist Angel. And that's 2 cards leveled. The second one was another Decay. I'm actually kind of surprised at that. Wonder what his 5th card was that he chose to level up Nether Decay. Nether Decay does not level particularly well. Its rank 2 is basically as effective as its rank 1. It's just a strong card. It is a very strong card, but lacks a little bit to be desired. Leaves a little bit to be desired. And of course, this buffed the Shadow Smith, so I took out my Mastodon. I think we'll throw Aeronaut and Thundersoar. That allows me to clear the Shadow Mist. Gives me a nice big creature here that he has to figure out how to deal with. Yeah, I think I want to go back to playing AT Dino or UT Dino though. There's the Nether Decay, so that's how he answers the Thundersoar. 2 creatures die, plus 4 damage. Thundersoar is dead. I will answer that with a Thundersoar and a Mastodon. Big battle, and give my Aeronaut armor. So that last turn, he didn't actually get any. Play any Dark Forged. Okay. Oh, right. He traded off the Shadow Smith, so he leveled Killian. It's good to know. Huh. Playing Grimgaunt Betrayer. That's actually somewhat surprising. We will... He's dead if he stays there. I think we'll move him over. Play Braun here. And play the Ridgeback over here. I'm giving him 2 threats to deal with in lanes 1 and 5 that will encourage him to leave the Aeronaut in 4 alone, since I took his armor away. He ignores the threat in lane 3, or sorry, in lane 1, then to answer Dino Knight and the Aeronaut, then I get to give +1/+1 to all my creatures, which will be nice. Yeah, I was keeping an eye on what you were leveling, and it did not strike me as particularly strong things. So that's going to be -3, -3. First 4. No, 3. We will drop Rex and Thundersoar and clear his board. Yeah, Roy, this is not looking well for you. For that, so we will drop Mastodon and Brawn. Ignore the weakened Shadow Mist Angel. I'll take 14, 16, potentially 18 damage, but it should be imminently killable on my next turn. Edict would be very strong for him here. Another decay will kill off Thunder Sword, no problem. In fact, it'll render it moot once it hits 0 attack in one battle. Puts a lot of damage on Dino Knight, which will be almost fully healed by the time it comes back around. We drop Roaming Warclaw, kill his one creature, and we drop Rex. J-Roy, good game. I think this is an untenable board state for you. It's level something. What are you leveling? You're Iron Maiden to 2. Now, if you have Killian 2, you can get to Iron Maiden 3. It's still too late, but... yeah. Good game. Alright, back to my constructed queue. Yeah, the way that turned out, it didn't matter what you'd leveled in player level 1 in terms of your bombs. You didn't make it to player level 3 to draw them. Good game, though. This is the dream start. Going second with a Roaming Warclaw and Brawn in hand. Means I have a 6/3 and a 7/7 aggressive breakthrough healing creature on the board. Which means this acts as a very strong removal card. Callisto 24. Good luck. Let's see here. Back to here. By the way, welcome to Auric Bond and Chubik. I'm not sure if I said hello to you earlier, but if I didn't, hello. And Nagel Farmer. Farner. Nagel Farner. Timpman Sack and Skirmies. I might have said hi to Skirmies as well. Oh, man. Well, that's disappointing. Now Brawn's not nearly as strong a play. Instead, I'm going to drop a Rex and a Roaming Warclaw and a negative 3/2 token. And hope to draw into Brawn on my next turn. Yeah, I do really enjoy the Shadowforged decks, but they are... I have yet to find one that I really feel is powerful enough to... Oh, come on. That's going to be a gigantic Malice Hermit. That's disappointing. I guess I just have to play my Brawn. Malice Hermit's going to be a 10/6. That's handleable. There's the Justicar and the Killian. Interesting. I'm going to do something crazy. Call me crazy. But I'm going to Pummel Pack and Gauntlets the Malice Hermit away. And now I have a 12, 8, 6 armored Brawn. Good luck. That's the kind of play that I made this deck for, so I've got to make it when I have it in my hand. And there's the Dendrify. Jerk. Jerky jerk face. Author Apex Predator. I think we have to work on killing that. Really don't like Author. I think it is a little bit... It's the same problem with Old Phoenix. It's a high variance, high reward card with very little risk. You drop Author on the board and on turn 2.4 and you just win. And you can have gotten there without actually making a risky play. And you're playing draw. Okay. A little confused, but sure, why not? And of course, with one Energy Surge as your only draw source, you get 2 Iron Mind Acolytes. That makes sense, right? Perfect sense. I'm going to drop a Sharpblade Behemoth and Gauntlets it on get rid of this Iron Mind. That was more to get the Gauntlets to level 3 than anything else, but what can you do? Apparently not draw rank 2s. Rank 3 Gauntlets. Oh, J-Roy, are you challenging me again? I can take you up on that challenge. Maybe. That's going to be a fairly large Malice Hermit. We're going to drop this over here. Battlebot really should scale with double, triple its armor. That might make it a lot more viable card. Hey Kale, welcome to the stream. I'm not having the greatest of luck tonight. I've been playing Dino and getting my butt kicked by everybody except J-Roy. And I'm probably looking at an Iron Maiden in the face here. No, he leveled Close Stride Stag. Yeah, so that's how it's going to be, huh? Okay. So we pretty much have to Gauntlets here to kill off the Othra. I don't want to give him the chance to weasel in a way to survive that. And then Roaming Warclaw. Which allows this to trade off rather than the Justicar surviving. But the important thing is I didn't give him a chance to let his Othra automatically rank up. Because that's one of the most painful things you can do. Sparing Sage, what are we leveling this time? More card draw, Dendrify, and Iron Mind Acolytes. This is a no-brainer play. I drop. Well, you should still have another play, shouldn't you? You play the Asparian Sage and play, yeah, Dusty Guard, of course. Now my no-brainer play is no longer a no-brainer play, which is disappointing. Darn it. I'm going to do it anyways. Drop Brawn. Battle. Drop Mastodon. In turn. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Opto the same way I wasn't a fan of pre-nerf Phoenix. It's a very, very strong card that is very random number generator based. If you draw it on turn 2.3, 2.4 before somebody can answer it, it's just downright absurd. I think we can safely say I'm probably going to die. We battle. We drop my 15/15 to take care of that, and we drop an turret on Rex. And he gets to draw extra cards, and the gnome reign shall begin. Flood the board with gnomes. Oh, there's your energy surge. Probably Dendrify my behemoth, because you will have drawn a Dendrify out of your 17 cards that you drew. Well aware of how I lose to this deck. And if you've got it, you should play another Malice Hermit. Malice Hermit doesn't grow quite as spectacular as he did before, but your two plays this turn, assuming you drew them, should be Dendrify and Malice Hermit. I don't know yet, Kale. I have to discuss it with my wife and see if I'm free. I would really like to, since I missed the last two big tournaments, the Golden Gauntlet and the one before it was. But it will depend upon what's going on this weekend. Really, an Asparian Sage. What'd you just level? An Iron Maiden to 3, a Killian to 2, and a Dendrify. Yeah, I don't know that I like your choices there, but more power to you. Unfortunately, you do still have a couple of extra cards, so Gnome Reign will continue. But yes, yeah, I really hope to play on Saturday. I've got the money if I want to. It's just a matter of, do I have the time? Taking potentially 5 hours out of my Saturday is a risky proposition, or a difficult proposition sometimes. And there's 2 gnomes. Yeah, I've let this game go too long. I'm going to lose this one, probably. I might be able to finagle out lethal, but nope. Nope, I've lost this one. Pretty sure I've lost this one. Yeah, there's nothing I can do here. I can't use Brawn because of the Justicar. And Othra is just going to murder me if there's even one lane open. The only way there's not a lane open is if I somehow leave all the other creatures alive. And if I leave all the other creatures alive, they're going to murder me. And Othra will still be there on the next turn. So that's game. Good game, Callisto. No, I've still got a challenge out here from Roy. Let's see here. I want to tinker with this deck a little bit before I accept Roy's challenge. What am I finding that I don't use? Yes, Justicar is ridiculous. So I want to put in Justicar, 1, 2, and Arbiter. Little bit of hate. But I have to take out a couple of somethings. I've really not been finding Thundersword terribly useful here. I also don't really think Pummel Pack was the way to go. It's an interesting idea, it just doesn't really work out. I'll go ahead and keep it in there for now. I need to remove one more card, though, and that will be... I didn't plan... That'll be a Batterbot. Dino AU 6.0 version 2. Save. Back out. Take Roy's challenge if you're still here, Roy. Joe, I know why you say that. I'm not entirely convinced that dinos are done. I don't want to play dark dinos all the time. I actually like AT Dino better. And before I go to bed, even though it's already almost 10 o'clock my time, I plan to go in one more time with AT Dinos after I tinker with it a bit. Dino! Let's see here. Doppelbot. Oh, this could be interesting. Let's see here. You're going to clone Brawn as a no-brainer, because that'll heal your Shardplate Behemoth. No, you clone the Aeronaut. I don't agree with that play. That does nothing for you. Stealing Brawn's power lets you heal your Behemoth for 3, getting it back to a 7/7. Giving your Doppelbot armor and mobility doesn't seem to help much. Splicer, fun. Yeah, if you'd given the Doppelbot the bronze ability, your Behemoth would be a 13/13 right now, and far, far scarier. Fair enough. We're going to drop Mastodon here, and Aeronauts here. Yeah, the rank 1, the undinonited Brawn still has the heal effect on him, so it's actually a really kind of scary card for you to clone with Doppelbot. You will be buffing the Shard Plate. You'll be buffing the Shard Plate again. Okay, that's kind of scary. We'll be throwing Oracle over here. Token over there. And Brawn. Battling. And chump blocking. Athra, that's going to kill off my Dino Knight. Thundersoar, I'm fine with that. I will murder Thundersoar and heal back to full, basically. I'm going to drop a behemoth and an aeronaut so I clear his behemoth. Whee. Yeah, Dinnerify is something I've thought about adding to this deck. Back when it was 6/6 instead of 7/7, I had it in my Dino deck, but the 7/7 is just so much more difficult to handle than the 6/6 was. But that Pterodon Rex over there in lane 1, with his massive quantities of armor, is slowly murdering you. Try to play Behemoth. And an Othra. We'll drop Rex in front of Othra, and Gauntlets Behemoth off the board. If it had been 12, I would have taken the Othra out and just blocked with the Rex, but failing that, okay, Shard Thorn Splicer. And that's a lot of health to put on Othra. Or put it on itself, okay. I'll drop Aeronaut in mid so that I clear this stupid thing. And battle. Drop a Rex. Took out the Othra. The Dark Forge Mimics don't particularly scare me. Throwing more chump blockings. And massively buffing. I don't know. Shadowsmith? Get 2 hits in. But I don't think it's going to matter. I think he dies on my turn. Actually, I'm absolutely certain he dies on my turn. Good game, Roy. And I am 0-3 in this constructed queue, so this is an automatic concession to whoever I go against. Unless I manage to pull Tiny Grimes, in which case I will beat him to death with dinosaurs. Anyone else, though, it's an automatic concession, because the difference between a bronze pack and a pack is irrelevant to me. And 1 ticket, I'm perfectly fine letting somebody else get a much better reward in exchange for me getting less trash than I was going to get. Yeah, my queue has not been going well. And J. Roy was not playing his top-level decks by any stretch of the imagination. He's playing decks that are fun, which you could argue is what I'm doing. I'm trying to make them competitive, but thus far it's not been going well. This guy. What should I take out? Never really seemed to like Tremorsaur. When I have it, when I draw it, I don't ever play it. So I'm going to put a couple of Dendrifies in place of Tremorsaur. Give me a couple more outs for this deck. Still waiting for my opponent. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Tip Sack, I have not seen any word on that yet. So that 65 should be ready sometime in 2032. Okay, J74, good luck, sir. Have fun. And, right, I'm conceding to you. Congratulations. I hope that went well for you. We're going to try this again. Dino 6.0 version. Did I not rename it? No, this should be version 3, not version 2, but it is what it is. We absolutely nothing. We absolutely nothing. We absolutely nothing. We absolutely nothing. Well, speaking of occasion, one of my favorite cards to draft because it's so much fun in draft. We nothing. We nothing. We still nothing. More nothing. Hey, a Palladium Simulacrum. Still waiting for this guy to be good.